Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Today's episode's kind of cool because it is Ask a Farmer Anything, and these questions are directly from you guys. So I hope you enjoy, and thanks for watching. So my name is Adam, and I work here on the farm. And I am Floyd's son.
Ethan Gacky, general help, so to say, everything.
Floyd Bowman, half owner.
Oh, there's a lot of things that are fun and favorite on the farm, but I am gonna say planting.
Running the equipment.
My favorite job, working in a shop.
My least favorite job on the farm, and that, oh, my brain is going crazy here. My least favorite job.
Washing the poop spreader.
Yeah, but any kind of like washing like really dirty stuff on a cold day, like in the fall when you got to clean up the combine or the manure spreaders is not fun. And there's probably many more jobs that aren't that much fun. So, and anything that's like really, really dangerous, I don't know. Maybe I'm getting a little weak in my old age.
Cleaning the equipment.
My least favorite would be probably fixing a tractor.
Well, for me, it's pretty easy telling Floyd and Lloyd apart. They are identical twins, but I'm Floyd's son, so I can tell them apart from like a mile away. And I want to say the biggest thing for me is just some facial features for me, just very small ones where most other people wouldn't be able to tell them apart.
Well, Floyd's a better looking one, so.
I'm the better looking one.
Yes, and I want them to like maybe spread their wings a little bit before they make that decision though. Experience some things outside of the farm. But I think it would be very rewarding for me.
Yes, I do.
My favorite piece of equipment to work on, and I think there's a few at the top of the list, but my favorite one is the one that breaks the least. That would be, I would say any of the T8s, they're pretty stout, the New Holland T8s. It's just maintenance, oils and filters, so I like working on them.
The T8 410.
That skid steer! We have a New Holland skid steer that breaks all the time. I don't like that one.
I don't know what, the motor's been out like 3 or 4
Yeah,
times now.
it's so tight to work on. They're just not really that much fun. And some stuff's metric, some stuff's standard. Yeah, I don't like working on the skid steer.
Skid steer.
My least favorite would be probably fixing a tractor, especially the computers.
My favorite thing to drive. I think I love driving the four-wheeler or the ATV with my kids and my wife, just checking all the crops that we've planted and looking how they are growing. I think on a nice warm summer night, that's like the most rewarding thing, the favorite thing for me to do. Tractor-wise, I think driving quad track or this T8 with smart tracks is probably pretty sweet.
Quad track.
Quad track.
I like working with Ethan, but I also really like working with my dad for obvious reasons. We'll just keep it there.
Adam.
Adam.
A lot. I grew up fishing that. That's how I like cut my teeth fishing when I was little. And we just had some, my grandpa put bass and bluegill and stuff in there. And it's a decent size, but that's something I always loved growing up. And now my son and my daughter fish it. And it's really fun to sit back and watch them fish. So it's fun, and I like fishing it. So
Once in a great while.
Very seldom.
My favorite lunch spot, ooh, there's a couple. We really have a good tradition of going for lunch around here. I like Edgar Corners. They got a good variety of food. If we're going for a fish fry, it's Castle Bar, hands down, all day. But Edgar Corners is good. The Village Inn in Marathon's good. So there's a few of them, but yeah.
Castle Bar.
The Castle Bar.
Can't repeat that.
Cannot be repeated.
I told you so. Or did you read the directions?
Lloyd loads that most of the time. My dad fills in. Lloyd lives pretty close to it, but I do it very rarely. I think Ethan does it whenever he walks by it. I mean, if it needs it, you do it, especially in the wintertime.
Floyd and Lloyd.
Lloyd did all winter long until now, and now I load it.
I can't say. No, he doesn't do any slacking, to be honest with you.
None at all. I'm an angel.
A little bit.
You'd rather not say?
No, I mean, I don't think it's a lot. No, it's fun.
I am the fourth, and my son would be the fifth if that would ever happen.
4.
4.
My favorite farm pet, we had a farm dog when I was growing up, and he was like 14 years old. He was just a mixed breed. His name was Rocky, and he went everywhere we did, and we grew up as a family. I had cousins, they were all about our age, and we had a lot of fun on the farm, and Rocky was always right by our side.
I don't know, the cats. I guess that's the only one.
Yeah,
so.
right now.
We used to be the cows.
The most rewarding part, I think there's a lot of things that are rewarding about farming. Seeing the crop growing, harvesting your crop after you planted it and waited all year. Investing in something new, making those decisions, it's pretty rewarding and carrying them through. But I would say probably number one would be harvesting after all that hard work and all those long days.
Seeing the end result.
At the end of the year.
The least rewarding part of farming is, let's say, bad prices, when things break down, which happens often, bad weather, having to go out in the bad weather. Another thing that's not necessarily rewarding, but that isn't very fun, is chasing the weather or trying to like outrun the weather all the time when, spraying or planting or something like that. It's pretty stressful, so I don't care for that.
I don't know when the end result isn't the greatest.
Probably when the weather's bad and things get a little tougher as far as getting crops off and stuff.
I want to say like the last time I was officially measured, it was around 96.4 meters. That was with a full spin Olympic cage.
Is it frozen?
It was frozen. Yeah, you gotta. Otherwise, it's just my distance goes way down when they're not frozen.
It mushes in between the
Yeah, don't go as far.
That's to be determined.
No, probably not far, unless it's frozen.
Oh, there's a lot of cool technology nowadays in farming. The auto steer, the prescriptions, variable rate planting, fertilizer. One of the coolest things for me is software that we use called Climate. It's able to record all of our data, planting, harvest, spraying, fertilizing data all in one location on an iPad, and visually see that information is really cool. I think that's helped our farm make better decisions in varieties and fertilizers and so on and so forth. But definitely like the hardware part, like the tractors, the physical auto steer and stuff like that's pretty awesome.
You forgot the best part. The heated and cooled seats.
Oh, yes. We have a tractor, 2 tractors with heated and cooled seats. And I think my grandpa's, he would just blow his mind if I ever got to tell him that one day. And we have tractors with tracks on them. I think he would just go, that'd be crazy.
We just need to upgrade to one that has massaging seats.
I know. In the future, we got to get that massaging seat. Because even like the most comfortable seat gets quite uncomfortable after 20 hours of sitting in it. So
especially in your old age.
Yeah, especially in my ripe old age.
The auto steer and stuff like that.
That technology is probably the tractors.
What's the best? The tractors?
Yeah.
That's got to be Chartsky. Definitely Chartsky. There's a story behind that whole certification. So,
is there anyone certified?
Well,
guess who asked that?
Andy Barker.
If I wasn't a farmer, I would be working with farmers. I think I'd be selling seed or working at a company that can help farmers take a next step or get better, probably in technology or something like that, or seed or something. So something involving farming, though, if I wasn't a farmer.
As of right now, I'd probably be sitting at home waiting to go to my other job.
God, I don't know. I've been farming so many years, I don't know what I would be doing.
So what would I test if I could test anything? Like, on our farm, I'm always trying new things, planting, populations, fertilizer, all that different stuff. So what would I test if I could test anything? That's a really, really loaded question. I don't know. There's so much to test. Like the variables and metrics are so vast. I don't know, Mike. I'll get back to you on that. All right. Thanks everybody for watching. See you next time. Okay. How's my makeup?
Could be better. It's good here.
Dad, out of the background. Anything else you would like to say? Is there anything else I'd like to say? How long do you guys have? I'd like to sit down here and take an hour or two and talk.
You can keep talking. I'm just leaving.
You're going back to work?
Yeah.